There's nothing left with India other than they could be 0.1% better, maybe, if Jitesh Sharma came in and Sanju wasn't there. The last couple of years, it's been more and more noticeable how much Indian cricket has become. Doesn't matter how much the team wins or how much success they have, you end up talking about the 11th best player over and over again, or the player on the fringe, or the player who's about to move on, or whatever. And as someone who grew up in Australian cricket, that was literally the only conversation we could ever have, right? Like, what else would it be? Oh, Shane Warne only took 5 wickets in the last Test match, right? Ricky Ponting, didn't make 100; he only made 85. Like, there were no other conversations because that team was so dominant, right? And winning all these different things that you end up getting really, really overly critical or whatever of, like, Brett Lee. Brett Lee was a player through the vast majority of his career. Most Australian fans were going, oh, he's not Gillespie or McGrath, is he? And it's like, well, no, he's not Gillespie or McGrath. He's still pretty good,
Not
though,
supposed
right?
to be.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to be Gillespie or McGrath.
Exactly.
That's
And
not the job
so,
description.
and it's the same with, like a lot of those young batters when they came in, a lot of those guys did better later in their career, right? Like Simon Kadich. Simon Kadich was that guy, like in 2 different stints, I think, for Australia, whereas, he's never going to make it. And I get sucked into that. And it's funny watching Indian fans do the exact same thing in this generation, where it's just like, we did a live the other night, and there was like 20 questions about Sanju Samson. And you're like, guys, he's a world-class player who gives you leadership, captaining, and wicket-keeping. They want him in the side probably because they think he's a slightly better cricketer than Jitesh Sharma all round. They're giving him a chance in this new role, hoping that he'll be ready for the World Cup rather than probably ready right now. But there's no way that you can't. Everyone's like, oh, well, we can make the side slightly better, right? And you get it. We understand. That's the whole Shreyas Iyer argument as well, right? Tilak Varma's the next guy. If Tilak Varma doesn't start making runs, it'll be the same with Shreyas Iyer, right? But the truth is that Tilak Varma and Sanju Samson are still fantastic. But eventually, the narrative, we have to talk about something, right? We got a million things we could talk about Sri Lanka, right? Bangladesh and Pakistan. There's nothing left with India other than they could be 0.1% better, maybe, if Jitesh Sharma came in and Sanju wasn't there.